Hi Flosstube! Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I'm Allie, the show and tell stitcher. Alright, let's get right to it. WIP update, works in progress. So, I did not stitch from April 29th through May 8th. I was on my trip. I went on a cruise with my husband and two of our best friends. Another couple? No. Two of my husband's best friends since he was like in middle school. But I mean, they're two of my best friends too. So we had a blast. And we were like, boys trip. Because we always say I'm one of the fellas. But anyway, so I brought, like I said last video, my cross stitch project that my husband bought me this pattern. It is the Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's so cool, so spooky. And I think I want to do like dark 13 stitching. And there was even a Friday the 13th in April that I was just like, nah, I didn't do it. I think I didn't stitch it all that day. But anyway, I'm trying to rush because I want to do a little something special after my regular Flosstube update. I want to do a WIP parade of things that I have barely started, and just seeing like my big pile beside me, I'm like, you don't get to start anything for a long time. So anyway, here is where I was last time on the Collectors. And yes, there's a glare. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say there's just going to be a glare. So this is a 30 count fabric that I dyed myself. Isn't it beautiful? I just used RIT dye, and it started out as 28 count, but it shrinks if you dye it. So yeah, didn't do much. I did 180 stitches. That was all on one day. That was when me and my friends and my husband got to the airport, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours early. Oh my god. Oh, one of my DMC like bobbin stickers came off on there. I hate stickers. I think they're so disgusting. They gross me out so much. Oh, I can't believe I'm even touching this. So nasty. It's just like a sensory thing. I hate stickers. I said it. I'm gonna be canceled. Always have, always will. They are disgusting. Okay, I'm just gonna be like throwing WIPs on the floor. I'm not folding them up anymore. Next up, I worked a little bit on Stargazer. I did 306 stitches one day, and then I fixed her hair another day. So this is a pattern by Mirabilia. Okay, yep. Lots of like beady star parts up there. So pretty. I wasn't sure I was gonna like the color of her dress because it just looks kind of plain to me, and like I don't like light or mid-tone blues really. I know I'm just saying all this controversial stuff. My gosh, I'm gonna have nobody watching because you're all gonna be just mad and clicking off. I mean, if you disagree with me, smash that thumbs down button. Okay, so see how her hair has some like serious blonde streaks in there? I think it looks nice on this like tan fabric that is called for, but my mom agreed with me. On the dark blue 28 count even weave, I think it's just called Navy Blue by Zweigart. Her hair just, oh my god, I'm showing you the back. I was like, why does she look so toe up? Because that's the back. Oh, well, you can see. Okay, sneak peek. I did some beading. And as you can see, I just picked a thread color that's pretty close to the background and went on with my life, okay? I'm not doing that clear, like, fishing line type of thread. No way, that's too hard. Like, who cares, whatever. Okay, anyway. So I still have her like ghostly white outline of where her skin's going to go. And then I just made her hair a few shades darker. Oh my gosh, I didn't show you where I was last time. Oh my gosh, I'm like trying to rush so hard. Like, I don't need to be rushing. Like, calm down. Oh gosh, that glare is so bad. Well, we're just gonna do our best. Sorry, you can see my awesome setup. You're just on a bunch of my like textbooks and stuff. So see how light her hair was before? That was just really bothering me. Like, I think it's just too much contrast with the blue. It just was really garish, I might even say. Yeah, see, like, no. And I'm already changing her skin to be like a little darker and yellower like mine. Like, okay, yes, my face is still ghostly white, but like, okay, like I'm not as like white and pink as like the model Stitch. But oh yeah, like I was like, okay, I'm already changing her skin. I'll just like change her hair to look more like mine too, and she can be stargazing Allie. Okay, so yeah, I like worked on her ribbon and I fixed her hair, and then I added some beads. How fun! Oh yeah, there's some beads in her like dress too. And I actually really like her dress color, like more than I thought I would. See, that was a truer flash of like my actual skin tone. Okay, get real. Like I'm not as white as like I'm looking because I'm washed out. Okay, whatever. I don't need to justify my skin tone. Okay, so pretty. And there's basically no backstitch on her. It's just on her face and her hand. Awesome. Awesome. Great for my first Mirabilia. Okay. Next up, Contessa with Squid. I had a page finish. Oh. Okay. So this is what she's going to look like. This is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, original artwork by Omar Ryan. And yes, okay, I'm sorry about the glare, but if you're here for production value, you're on the wrong channel. And then here's what it looked like last time. This is just the page I was working on. See, I was like, oh, I was close to a page finish. And I did 2,810 stitches to get me a page finish. And those were half stitches because I switched to half stitches, like partially through this project. And right now I'm at 14. Oh my God, I almost just rolled over a Stargazer in my chair. Okay, well, it's Rascal hour again. Okay, so here's the whole thing. Wow, if I can say so myself. Okay, let's do a close-up. Like, wow. That's probably my favorite page so far because it just had like the whole rainbow of colors. And I love all of her like suction cups or suckers, whatever they are. I don't know the technical term. Yeah, so that's the page I finished. And like, yeah, way close up. If you look at this like under a magnifying glass, there's a difference in coverage between the full stitches and the half stitches, but like, I do not care. I don't care. Like, I can work on this much faster by doing half stitches. So there's that. Yay. I think next time I work on this, I'm going to work on this next page and just keep working diagonally. Even though I really want to do like a diagonal page like here, and then another diagonal page here and get to her face. And yes, you can see I counted over to her face like a year ago. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot trust my counting to like go all over the place like that. Not on this, not on this. Oh yeah, here's the back. It's pretty neat, if I do say so myself. But I mean, you can see I like carry too. And like sometimes it gets covered up and sometimes it doesn't. Like whatever. Okay, and then my last project that I worked on so far in the month of May is Spring Fairy. And okay, as I like yammer on about every Flosstube, I have 4 seasonal Dimensions fairy ladies, and I'm trying to get a page finish on the fairy that corresponds to each season during that season. So here is Spring Fairy. Oh yeah, and that works out to doing 3,584 stitches per month. Okay. And then this way I'll have all of them done in 4 years. Yay! And like, yeah, that's a long time, but that's like faster than if I wasn't focusing on them, okay? And like, these are like, this is one of the first things I bought when I first like got into cross stitching. So I'm like happy to be working on her finally. Yeah. So I did, oh, okay, here's where she was last time. Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry about the glare, but like, it just is what it is. Okay, and here's where I am now. Ooh, and yeah, I went up on like the other pages. Like there are now officially stitches in all 4 pages. And I did that because I was just like really getting bored with like all this green, which is so silly because green's my favorite color. I love green so much. Like this color, this dark green, is probably like my favorite color. I love green. I love light, dark. I love all kinds of greens. But I was just like, it was a bit much. Okay, it was a bit much. I think I was getting just like burnt out on all these really bright spring colors. But yeah, just this morning I did a little back stitching and I was like, whoo-hoo. Like, wow, look at this daisy. Look at that wild, like bright blue stitching. And then outlining her little ribbon right here. That really like revitalized me and my like want to stitch this. And oh my god, that little hummingbird. Ah, that was like one of the things I was most excited about stitching. And like even this tree, which is kind of the tree and the butterfly, I'm just gonna say it, they are butt ugly. But even they are like coming to life and looking actually pretty good. Okay, and like they've earned their keep. They can stay. Oh, God. That ribbon is so pretty. God, it just really looks like tulle or some other like see-through light ribbony, just like flowy fabric. And it just, I don't know, it's nothing like out of the ordinary stitching wise. There's just a few stitches with blending filament, this light purple. I don't know if you can see it, but I hope you can. That's the only color that has blending filament. I thought her whole wings and like all of that fabric was gonna be blending filament, but no, it's just that one purple, just like a few stitches. I'm impressed. Okay, okay, plans. I'm gonna do some more on Spring Fairy and try to get a page finish, or at least the equivalent amount of stitches. Like, maybe I'll go up onto another page because that page is just like burning me out. Plus, then I can do some half stitches and really whip through those. I'm gonna work on whatever my WIP Go calls are. If you're not familiar with WIP Go, I really encourage you to Google it. It's WIPGO. Like bingo, it's run by Jessie Marie Does Stuff. And you just try to get bingos by working on your projects. Like working on projects that you would wanna like get progress on anyway. Like it's really good as a motivational tool. Okay, and then also summer starts next month. So I get to start my final seasonal fairy because I already started the fall one and the winter one, blah, blah, blah. And obviously that was the spring one. So this one is called Fairy Tale. It is a super rare kit. If you saw my, don't look at that preview. If you saw my Dimensions WIP parade, which was like my second video, you heard me just like oohing and ahhing over this. But anyway, so it's called Fairy Tale. And she isn't like, it doesn't say that she's summer, but like she fits in and she is summery to me. Just like my winter fairy, she's bringing spring. She's not winter, but whatever. She's winter to me. She is summer to me. Maybe I'll figure out, oh my god, maybe I'll use some blending filament to put like a unicorn horn. Oh my god, that would make me so happy. Maybe like blending filament and that awful gold like thread. Just add a little backstitch horn. Oh my god, that would be incredible. And look at these little fairies. Oh my gosh. I think I might like, oh my god, it looks pretty wintry back there actually. Oh my gosh. You know what? Whatever. Whatever. Maybe it's summer. And the forest is just blue because it's magic. I think I'll enjoy stitching on this a little more just because it's like some more rustic colors, which is like gonna be a good change for me. I don't know where I'll start. Maybe I'll start in the middle and just like get right to work on her. That would be different. Of course, that won't really allow me to do like a traditional page finish, but maybe I'll just like work the same amount of stitches to equate to a page finish, and I'll see if like I have better motivation doing that or what. I seriously don't think I'll have better motivation and like be more likely to finish it if I'm not working page by page, but we'll see. Okay, so another like not quite stitchy project that I just started was I was inspired. I saw this video about slow stitching. I guess I should link it below, but I've always been, I don't know, like I have a sewing machine and my mom's really good with a sewing machine, but it's just so intimidating. And it's like, oh my gosh, even just like getting the bobbins set up, I'm just like mentally exhausted. It just like doesn't make sense to me. And I can't do it unless my mom's like sitting there telling me every step to do. So this is like a type of kind of like hand quilting. It's like artsier than that, and it's like a little messier, and it's like you don't make your stitches all even and neat and perfectly on a grid line. It's like a collage. It's really cool. You'll have to check it out yourself. But well, excuse me. Like I talked about in my very first video, I want to make this like thing that I finished so long ago. It's just called Red Peony, and it's from Needle Heart World. It was a kit. It was a stamped cross-stitch kit, but it was legit. It was not like one of those ones from China that like pirates their designs. Yeah, I mean, this looks really pretty. It's just like 14 count white Aida, but it's like really pretty. It wasn't even that many colors. I think it was only like 15 colors. There's no blending. Like this really was a great project. But I want to make it into a bag, so I made this to be the back of the bag. Oh, I'm really proud of myself. I just bought some fabric that I thought would be really cute and summery. And I love bees. I just think they're so cute. And yeah, so, okay, so yeah, okay, whatever. You just look up slow stitching and learn about it, but like, see how I mean, this is all raw edges, but you just kind of like stitch it down, and even if it starts fraying, that's fine. We're not gonna worry about that. See, like I've got all these raw edges that that I'm just gonna like stitch down and then go on with my life. This one's really cute too. I haven't gotten that far. Yeah, cute. Okay, so I want to make that into a bag, all hand sewn. And it's not as slow going as I thought it would be, and contrary to the name slow stitching, like, I don't know, I'm not, we'll see if I ever finish it, but it's not, I don't know, and it's not as fast as using a sewing machine, not even close, but it's just nice. That's just nice. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My like tablet is about to die and I need to show you more pictures. We gotta get going. Okay. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay. So here's my barely started WIPs parade. So this is a Dimensions Gold kit. It's called In Her Garden. So beautiful. I folded this in half like a heathen so I could put it in a bag, even though it would fit in a bag this way, but I guess I wanted to put it this way. Oh my gosh. The coolest thing about this is her shawl. Like, wow. Wow. But as you can see, there's like so much confetti stitching. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But I don't know, I guess maybe then I won't get bored. Okay, I haven't done much. And it's the same. I showed this in my WIP parade and it looks the same. Looks great. Okay, next. Okay, let me try to get through the ones I need my tablet for. That's gonna be impossible because the rest are like at the bottom of the pile and I don't know if I can disturb the pile. So this is a Boffy Threads kit. It's like Fairy Tales, Beauty and the Beast. They have a series of these really cool like silhouetted ones. And yeah, I don't have like the cover page anymore. So this is a picture from online. But okay, I did it on white Aida because the pink and blue, did it just die? No, the pink and blue is like really pretty, but it just didn't scream Beauty and the Beast to me. That's more like Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. So I also did it on 18 count white Aida so I could get like really good thick coverage. Yeah, which I totally got, but I mean, I like barely started. The back's really neat. Okay. We don't have time for all this. Oh my gosh, should I just pull out? Yeah, I'm just gonna pull out the ones that I need my tablet to show you. Try not to topple everything over. Okay. Sorry if I'm stressing you out by having this much nervous energy. Okay, this one is a Heaven and Earth design called Unspoken. I think it's by Julie Fain. She also has a lot of really cool silhouette art, but like, wow, that looks great. I started this like the night that we found out that Joe Biden won, and I was like, oh, I'll get it done by the time the next election is called. Like, okay, no, I won't. But I think this is only 12 pages. I don't think it's a mini, but it's just like not as huge as most Heaven and Earth designs. But I don't know, there's like a good amount of block stitching, so like, how long could it possibly take me? Okay. I got so many like stacks of things. I already have like stuff piling up on the floor. The stacks are stressing me out. Okay, this next one is called Supersize Max Color Winter Wonderland. I'm sorry, I don't remember the artist's name. But wow, this one's really big. I think it's like 750 stitches across. Yeah, so this one is half stitches. Oh, so is unspoken. I mean, that was smart of me. Come on, tablet. Oh my goodness. Don't die on me. Okay. So, Winter Wonderland, I have this absolutely enormous piece of fabric. And it's half stitches too. I mean, okay, this is like 800 stitches. Actually, I think maybe a little over 1,000. Half stitches, 2/1 on 32 count. Okay. And I started Amy Stewart's Supersize Max Color stitching shelf on here. I think, yeah, I was doing like 1/1 full cross and it just wasn't happening. And I also started it down here in the bottom and I was doing I was doing 2/1 half cross and I decided that was too thick and I couldn't do it, but I guess I can do it now. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, the last one I need my tablet to show you is, it's called Mini Moon Charmer. It's really pretty. Oops. It's really pretty. And it's by Amy Stewart. So, literally just as I was like pulling this rendering, I was like, I knew it was really pixelated because it's a mini, but like, I just don't think I'm happy with that because the original artwork is like so beautiful. And this is too, but it just doesn't do it justice. Hold on, let me see if I can just real quick, oh my gosh, iPad, really quick pull up. Okay, see, yeah. The original artwork is like so detailed and beautiful. Yeah, like her face is just like so peaceful. I'm sorry, I'm just like shaking this all over the place, but I'm trying to get it so you can see all the details without all the glare. And like even the trees are more detailed and all these sparkles. Like this is a piece that I feel like requires fine detail. And the mini, I just feel like this, to me, it's so much work and I have so many other full coverages. Okay, I don't need my tablet anymore, thank goodness. Thanks for sticking with me. I can calm down now. Okay, so that being said, after I've just like, oh, let me show you where I got to. But then I look at this and I'm like, looks pretty good. But anyways, this is 1/1 full cross on 28 count even weave. It's like off-white. I heard that if you do off-white for full coverage, it's not so like the white, it's not bright white showing through, so it doesn't like make the black look spotty. Like, wow, that's pretty good coverage. Yeah, and I like kind of dodged to the bottom and did a bunch of black there. So like literally while I was pulling all this stuff out, I decided I don't want to finish this. So if any of you would like to adopt this project, I can't send you the pattern because it's a PDF. That would be against copyright laws, and I'm not breaking the law for you, I'm sorry to say. But if you buy the pattern, I'm not gonna send you the thread either. But anyway, if anybody wants to adopt this, I will mail it to you. Let's see, what keyword can you comment for me? I don't know if I want to say moon. I mean, like, how about you use the word charm? CHARM. If you would like to adopt this work in progress, use the word charm in a comment. And okay, I'm just letting you know, like, I'm gonna fold it up and like, I'm gonna fold it. You don't get the thread and you don't get the pattern, but maybe you can catch like a 50% off sale on the Heaven and Earth Design website. And even so, like, just buy the pattern. It is really pretty. I'm sorry. I'm like trying to sell it and then I'm also like, but I'm not gonna stitch it. So just let me know. I mean, if nobody wants it, like, okay, whatever. Like, whatever. If nobody wants it, nobody wants it. Okay. Done with all those. Just throw them on the floor. Throw them on the floor. Okay, so the next couple of ones you've seen on my channel before. So this is Winter Retreat, which I started in February because you voted for it. It's really pretty. And it's, so whenever I watch Amy Loves Toads and even Calico, I am just like, oh my God. I'm just like so obsessed with all these more muted tones. And like, I think that might be something I need after working on my spring fairy. It's just like so bright that I'm just like a little bit exhausted. But anyway, this has like really nice muted colors. It would be like a really good change from what I'm usually stitching. And I bought this on eBay and the lady had gridded it with just like embroidery floss, which I knew wasn't gonna work because I wouldn't be able to pull it out when I'm done because I would be like splitting the threads and it was just gonna be a nightmare. So I gridded it with my water soluble blue pen and then I traced over where all her lines were and I just cut and pulled all the floss out and it took probably upwards of an hour just like pulling the thread out. It was very tedious. And as I said when I showed this, like I literally just trusted her counting. Like if she was off somewhere, I'm gonna be off somewhere. Whatever. I trust her. I mean, if she worked that hard doing the gridding with thread, I have to assume she counted. And I have to assume she's the type A kind of person who was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All around. So I trust her counting. And this is huge. This is 16 by 12 when it's done. And all I've done so far is half crosses. And there's 3 different colors in there. Like 2 of them are blends, but they all look the same. So I'm like a little bit angry about that, but whatever. I should have known because it's a Dimensions gold. And I don't even care. Like using blends really doesn't bother me. Like, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but like whatever. But for them to all look the same and be indistinguishable, okay. You know, fool me once. I'm not happy. Okay, I started this one in January. It's Dragonfly Pond. Really pretty. I couldn't wait to start this, and then I've like barely touched it. Oh my gosh, shameful. Okay. This way is up. So I even made myself do some of that horrific gold fiber. I'm not even calling it thread, okay? It's metallic fiber. And oh my God, no, I have 2 strands of it with 1 strand of like regular floss. So at least it's got a little something to cling on to and make it like work better. Girl, get back to this. It's like a fair amount of like kind of block stitching too. Oh, who am I kidding? That's not block stitching. It's a ton of blends. Whatever. I mean, for something like, oh my gosh, I'm just like, oh, I really need muted colors. Like bright colors are exhausting. And then I'm like, look at these bright colors. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired of green. Look at all this beautiful green. It's all like the same greens that I'm like tired of stitching too. Like, What's wrong with me? Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one I've never shown, and I don't know, I like started it like 2+ years ago, and then I was like trying to stitch. Okay, it's a Janlin kit. I don't know if well, I have one other Janlin to show you. It's called Bucks County Farm Stand. And it's so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I would live inside of this cross stitch. The pumpkins, the quilt. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you like tie a little bow and like tack it down for the jam. Like, oh my gosh. It's the quilt. Oh my gosh. And the grapes. Oh my gosh. I can't even. But I got the pumpkins. Okay. See, and then it's like, okay, you're like screaming, like, get back to this, silly goose. This is one I really burnt myself out on. Again, I was trying to do meticulous, like, column stitching, like parking, like going each color in a row, like stitch by stitch, trying to stitch everything in order. That is not for me. But I mean, even like right from the corner, like I've got this interesting stonework. Like, this is the type of thing that like there's so much detail work, like right from the jump. Like, I could find myself really getting into this. And then like all this background, I mean, that is block stitching actually. Like, yeah, there's several colors, but, and there's no like back stitch back here. And yeah, it's really pretty because it's just one strand for the background. See, it's lighter coverage. And then down here. Okay, yeah, and then I had like all these chaotic threads, like, it's just like a mess. And then I've got like a bunch of needles up here because I was like literally going stitch by stitch, like left to right, top to bottom. Like, no, that is not for me. Like, you even have the back stitching thread hanging, like, whoa, no, don't back stitch until you're ready to back stitch, girl. And then back stitch a strand at a time. That's how I do it. But I will say, hot damn, does this back look good. Wow. I could submit this to the county fair. Oh my gosh. Okay, crumple this up and throw it on the ground. Okay, well, I mean, we're getting somewhere. If this was gonna be like way too long, I was gonna make it 2 videos. I wasn't gonna be happy about it, but I would do it. I've shown this on my kit parade too. It's called Sleigh Ride Tree Skirt, and it's huge. It's on 11 count Aida. And I keep almost pulling this out, but then I'm just like exhausted by the thought of wrangling how much Aida this is. It's huge. But it's really cute. It's super cute. And there's like a fair amount of negative space. Like all the snow is like not stitched. And then, I mean, there's like a lot of half stitch too. Like, wow, I didn't even realize how much half stitch there is. Like, okay. Maybe I can get back to it. So, okay, I mean, like, that's a lot of fabric, okay? My gosh. I'm feeling faint from the idea of like unfolding this. Okay, I'm unfolding it this much. There's still so much more, like it's still folded like 2 or 3 times over, like height-wise or whatever. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's super cute. Super cute. Okay, I'm seriously exhausted. Oh my gosh, I need to put this away. Get out of my sight. Okay. Okay, So this one is like totally different from like anything else. Sorry, my nose is itchy, and it's like even worse when I have my like poop in my nose, because it's like, ugh, something's on my nose, something's in my nose, but no, it's supposed to be there. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, so this is a Taya Gouverneur. I'm proud of myself for knowing to say Taya, but that last name. Woo. Okay, anyway. So this is Mother of God Antique Icon. And I saw Luda of Cross Stitch with Luda stitching this. And I, for a while I was like, that's not really my style. And also, I am not religious. So, I was like, and then I just saw how much like, oh my gosh, how many times am I gonna contradict myself? I saw all the metallic threads and I was like, and then I was like, the scratches down it are stitched too, and it's just got so much texture to it. And I'm sorry if you're religious, but this is kind of spooky, okay? I'm not gonna say anything else that would get me. I don't want to offend anybody. I'm sorry. I was like making a joke, but I don't want to offend you. This is an interesting aesthetic, and it would be cool to have this up, religious or not. And like, I'm sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I think even the most religious among us could acknowledge what I'm seeing in this picture. All of that, and I really don't have much of a start on this at all. Oh, that's the back. Well, back looks pretty good. This was, gosh, how much stuff did I start that I was doing it so meticulously? Yeah, all the ones that I like have barely touched because I was like, I can't do this. Yeah, okay, and like, who am I? I used my water-soluble blue pen and literally, like, okay, I marked out like all these 10 by 10 with the dots. I gridded and like wrote the number. Like, oh my god. No wonder I didn't get very far. I was exhausted. Oh my god. And I blanket stitched around all the edges. Like, girl, put that time to stitching. Do not waste your time with this. I know it's important to not have it fraying all over the place, but I think this was a little bit of overkill. Oh my gosh. I will not be doing that in the future. Okay, we're down to the last couple ones. Okay, this one's really cool. Oh my gosh. Anybody that I've seen working on this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, stunning. This is an RTO kit, which is, I believe, a Russian company. It's just called Red Mermaid. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's on dark fabric, and there are like kind of a lot of fractional stitches, and there's like a bunch of half stitches and blends mixed in. So when I started this, I was for sure like out of my league. And I think I already said, it's like, no, it's not 18 count. It looks almost like 14 count to me now. Yeah, it's 14 count. I thought it was 18 count, and I was like, oh my god, I can't do it. It's too hard. I think I should get back to this soon because I can do it. Like, oh my god, it's so stunning. So stunning. I just like that she's like kind of a different type of mermaid. She's not like the other mermaids, okay? She's a cool mermaid. But like the way her scales kind of go up on her torso, and like she just like becomes fully scaly. beautiful. Beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And okay, I'm sensing a theme. I think I know why I didn't get very far on like all of these. Oh my gosh, I like wrapped this up in the most ridiculous way too. You know, very hard to open back up. Wow, I gridded with a chalk pencil on this one too. Oh God, I hope that comes out. But anyway, yeah, I did a little parking here and that looks pretty meticulous. Oh, you can't even see, but there's like some blue stitches right here too. Yeah, so I remember working on this and just being like, I can't even see what I'm doing. And like, I know I already miscounted like somewhere in here and was just like, this is too hard, I can't do it. So, oh God, I want to work on this so bad. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. And oh my gosh, like none of these are even on my WIP Go board. Might have to stray from WIP Go or adjust my goals again. Oh, I was about to like wrap it back up around the same way. Oh man, I'm using a really big needle on this too. I think I need to do a smaller needle so I can like pierce the Ada on the fractional stitches. My gosh, my pile is like ridiculous. Look. Can you see it? Okay, sorry. I just realized this might make you like a little motion sick. Sorry. Whoops. That was a bad idea. My bad. Okay, I got two more and they're a little different. So this one, again, I showed in my like first video, like WIP Parade. It's Pandemic by Long Dog Samplers. And I used this variegated floss and it's 22 count hardanger, which is a really just tough fabric for coverage. Because like 2 strands is like impossibly thick. It's just exhaustingly thick. Especially if it were full coverage, which this is not, so I could do 2 strands. And then just like the variegated floss made it so I couldn't like stitch back and forth and as in like do all the legs one way and then come back all the legs the other way. Like, okay, I know Michelle Bindi does that and she likes things stripy and I could totally do that, but I can't do that. I think that would irk me. Because I do really like the way this like runs through the variegation. It's really pretty. But that combined with, this is 1 strand and it's good coverage. Some might even say great, but again, it was just kind of irking me. So okay, this is a big piece of fabric too. Oops, don't look at my pit stain. It's hot. No, it's not. It's not even hot today. It's very temperate. This is just an old shirt and it was like my marching band shirt and pep band. So, I mean, I was like a sweaty teenager when I was wearing it. So, sorry. Okay, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll do Pandemic on here. But I want to do it as like a color gradient. And so I picked out some really pretty greens. How many times am I going to contradict myself for real? Like, I'm so sick of green. But these are like more tealy, aqua, turquoise. Like, okay, oh my gosh, how am I going to hold all these up? Like this. Okay, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. Oh, crap. Oh my gosh. Okay, well. They look really pretty together. I want to show you them together. Okay, one more try. After that, I'll just like stop. They're so pretty. Oh my God. Okay, that's it. Video's over. Just kidding. And then, so I like did the math of like how many stitches by how many stitches, and like then I'll do 46 rows in each color, and because I want it to be like a vertical gradient from light to dark, because I feel like that makes more sense, because like darker colors seem like heavy, and I feel like that would give like the best balance, because lighter colors seem light, as in not heavy. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I've seen people do like the animals or other different motifs in blue. So I had to break out Old Reliable DMC 820, perhaps the most beautiful and striking of the DMC colors. When I was on my cruise, when we were in like, oh my gosh, where were we? Where the heck were we? Oh my gosh, I kept forgetting this one stop. We went to Cozumel, somewhere else, and then Jamaica. And okay, when we were somewhere else, I can't remember where, I was like, the ocean looks like DMC 820 to my husband, and he was like, oh my gosh. So I'm thinking about doing that, and I swatched one strand. Okay, I swatched one strand, like each of the 5 colors, and I'm like, I mean, that looks great. And then I swatched 2 strands. Okay, and astute viewers will notice that this is more colors than this. This is 9 colors, this is 5 colors. I was like, well, if I do 2 strands, I could do like, for example, 1 row, okay, well, or like 23 rows, whatever it works out to be, in this color. And then 23 rows in these 2 colors blended together. And then 23 rows in this color, and so on and so forth, so that they are really like a seamless blend that you really can't even see like where the colors change. But then I was like, okay, these bottom like 3 rows look the same, maybe even 4 rows. And then like, okay, those colors are already so similar enough. Like, I don't need to go through I don't need to test my might by doing 2 strands full cross on 22 count hardanger. No. And this is a seamless transition anyway. Like, it's fine. I don't know when I would ever start that, especially because I've got all these barely started WIPs, but that's my idea for it. And I've had the thread sitting out for like 2 weeks, and I should just put it away because I've got it all written down, but I wanted to show y'all. Okay, this last one is my other, oh, okay. Well, at least it was till the end that I finally knocked stuff over. Okay, whatever, I don't need to pick it up right this second. It's a stocking for my husband. It's a Jan Lynn kit, and oh my gosh, it's inside of this like plastic sleeve. No, I'm not taking it out. What is this even called? Wow. I don't know what it's called. I don't know. It probably says somewhere on the inside. But it's like really cute. And like, again, all this white snow is like not stitched. And there's beads. Like all these little Christmas lights are beads. And I think those ones are beads. And and like pretty much all this background is like one color. Like, you know, there's like, what I'm trying to say is there's a good mix of like block stitching and like fiddly little details and beads and backstitch. And this, okay. I added my own personalizations too. Like, this is a stocking for my husband. Okay, husband name reveal. His name is Dan. So I put white beads in the center of these little snowflakes, and then I changed out some of the white stitching in the snowflakes to these clear beads because I thought that would just be very like visually interesting. And what's the theme of this video? I love texture. So, okay, and again, this is another one that I was kind of like meticulously going like diagonals, and like obviously I got bored of doing that, and I've got like a bunch of needles going. And so I pulled this out the other day because I was like just like searching for something I hadn't had much work on, that I was like, you know, and I even told myself, like, you can start something if you want, but I was just burnt out on Spring Fairy. So I grabbed this and I did 30 stitches and I was like, this ain't it, nah. So I'm actually gonna abandon this WIP too. Because, I don't know, like, my husband doesn't love this design. This is a design that I picked out and wanted to stitch, and I was like, this is gonna be your stocking. And, you know, it just really doesn't call to me or to my husband. I mean, I really like this silhouette here. I think that's so cool. And I like this design, but it just does not spark joy anymore. And okay, so this is like a full-size stocking kit, and if you would like to adopt this WIP, what can you say in the comments? What can you say in the comments? Well, why don't you just say stocking? STOCKING. Stocking in the comments. Okay, and y'all know the drill. Don't say giveaway. Just say the keywords. What was the other keyword? Charm, for Mini Moon Charmer. You can enter both. Like, you can't win both. Unless only one person asks for both. Then knock yourself out. You can have both. But yeah, and like, if you want, I will pick out the name Dan. My husband and I have this joke that everybody is named Dan. Not just because it's a common name, but seriously, on every TV show, if they're like, this is my friend, and it's a friend who's just in like one episode for a couple minutes, they will always be named Dan. Always named Dan. Every random like tertiary character and in our lives too is named Dan. Everybody is Dan. So I'm like, well, probably whoever wants this, their husband is also named Dan, or whoever they want to make this for. But I will pick it out if you ask me nicely if you win. And I mean, it really, like, it should be fine. And it comes with like letters so you can chart out whoever's name you want to put on there. So say stocking in your comment if you would like to win. And it comes with all those beads from the kit, and I will package up and send you a bunch of the beads that I was using. I mean, you don't have to use them. You don't have to, but I'll put them in little plastic bags, and you can have half of this thing. I'll send you more than enough for you to just knock yourself out with beads. Okay, so I was talking to my husband, and I was like, I wanted to make sure it was okay with him, that I was like, I'm gonna give away your stocking because I don't like working on it. Are you okay with that? Because I know you don't even love this design either. And he was like, that's fine. And I was like, do you want the polar bear stocking? Because when I bought this a long time ago, when we were just dating, he was like, oh my God, it's so cute. I want that to be my stocking. And I was like, this is for a baby. Like, but you know what? It makes him happy. We don't have any babies. We're not having any babies for the foreseeable future. Like, come on, this can be for Dan. He loves it. And like, all this blue background is not stitched. And like, all this white is stitched. And all this white is stitched. but a lot of it is half stitches. And you know what? Even if it's not half stitches, I'm friggin' doing half stitches, okay? So that's like more realistic for me to actually finish. And also, like, I know it's like very childlike, but so my husband's younger than me. He's just a baby. He's only 25 and I am 28. So like, I don't know, it just kind of makes me think like, oh, I call him my little baby husband. He's turning 26 this summer. Not that it matters. Like, if I was a man and he was a woman, nobody would say anything. Nobody would even blink an eye. But yes, so this little baby stocking for my little baby husband. I call him my hubbin too, because that just sounds like he's so tiny and small and little and he's baby. And when we were engaged, my dad was like, don't you want to let Dan ripen up a little bit before you get married? Oh my God. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of like an inside joke for me to make him this little baby stocking. So yeah, comment below if you would like to win something and I will send it in the mail. I'm not going to set any restrictions on like countries because like, whatever. I've never mailed anything to a different country, but like, I assume you can do that at the post office. Yeah. I'll find you. I'll comment on your comment or something. I'll probably, I don't know, I'll pick winners like for my next video at least. And yeah, thanks for watching. This video is really long, but if you're here, you watched it obviously, so thank you. Okay, bye.